Today's Monday, right?
I hope so. Otherwise, I'm missing work.
Yeah, today's Monday.
Cool. Let's
I
go
don't know if it
see
was. I
the
don't know if
last
it was
city
Monday
thing.
or Sunday.
I figured, like, we're gonna just take a look at, oh, the 14-hour downtime begins soon? Who could have guessed? With a brand new update and removing every planet in the game. Well, not everyone, but, you know.
Why are they removing planets?
Because the game is currently 100 gigs, and if they were to add all the new planets that they're going to, like the Europa one and other future content, it is going to skyrocket that.
Game would be too big. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you soup!
Again, the fact that you had to yell, "I'm not giving you soup" to a cat is an amazing statement.
It's like her 5 o'clock treat. I give it to her every day at 5 now. Now she's just demanding soup. I
Oh.
know that's what she's wanting. She goes
Oh.
and she sits in front of the soup containers.
Okay, well, this is really pretty and you would like this a lot.
I'm probably never gonna play Destiny again.
No, I'm just saying you would like this a lot. It's down at, like, ground level of the city, but not when it's trashed by the Cabal.
Baby.
I love the idea of just these sweeper robots just everywhere. Not just in the tower, just everywhere.
Sweeper robots are best boys.
I mean, there is also that one is, like, quietly evil, maybe? I don't know if the Cabal are technically still evil or not, because their whole thing used to be like, hey, fuck you guys. But now the Emperor is back, and the Emperor's kind of like, I don't know, you're entertaining, I guess.
I'm really paranoid that someone's gonna come in and steal the Warhammer figures I got you for Christmas, so just every, like, a couple of days I check my closet to make sure they're still there.
Emanating from the traveler.
And I put them in the suitcase that I use when I come visit you, that way I won't forget them like I did the other time.
And when I found you, ghosts reporting in from across
Baby.
the system.
Oh,
can't
that was a
explain
big yawn.
We all sense it. A heartbeat.
Oh, they showed off
What?
a clip of some of the stuff from the new Destiny expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, I just glitched out a soccer ball that was just sitting in the corner a little bit. Uldren's back, but now he's a guardian, so he doesn't know why everybody hates him. But everybody's like, wow, this guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, and he's like, I literally don't have any memories. Why is everyone such an asshole? So, as a result of that, Uldren, who was already extremely edgelord, is now just wearing a hood at all times and running around with a fucking sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, great. The edgelord awoken guy that I really liked is now even more of an edgelord than when he was evil. I'm like scrubbing the corners of this place, hoping that there's just some secret in here. Just something around the edges, you know?
Have you ever had, like, a part of your gum just hurt real bad?
Yes, oftentimes because I've cut it.
I wonder if that's what I've done, because it hurts like there's just a part of my gum, and it looks fine, it just hurts whenever I touch it.
I do not believe that I could get around that. Nope. Yep, that's fair. That's completely fair.
Stop it!
I
Please.
wish that they would, like, make the game a little bit, like, if they take out other worlds and stuff, give us places like this to hang out in. This is the one thing that Destiny's missing from MMOs, which is just fucking places to hang out.
I miss just having a game where, like, I wake up and I'm like, I really want to play this game today.
I don't think I've experienced that since I was, like, 12. Which is kind of sad.
No, I mean, like, you know, like, if you're like, I feel like I'm gonna play this today, and that's what you play, and you're like, okay, that's cool. I don't have any games like that anymore. I thought Breath of the Wild would do me in, but now that it's like, this is my, what, sixth time playing it? I'm just like, yeah, this is like, okay, I guess.
Well, Breath of the Wild is a game that you're either super dedicated to doing everything in, or you just kind of you play it once and then you go back maybe in a couple of years, like every Zelda.
And I don't like the Final Fantasy 15.
That's fair.
It's just like, there's no like, I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but there's no depth to it.
Yeah, a lot of
Do you
people
know?
thought there wasn't a lot of good in 15. I'm sorry,
And
I've become slow.
I've already played through
Why am I
the
slow? Did I
remake.
eat ramen? Like, why am I slow?
So it's like I'm just running out of games to play, and it sucks because, like, either all I do all day is draw, which is getting tedious and annoying. So part of me is like, maybe I need to find another fucking hobby.
I mean, that's
But
kind of like me with Warhammer, right? Like, there are days where I will knock out, like, 2.5 models, and then there are other days where I'm like, I cannot be fucked to paint this.
I mean, like, I don't mind. I'm not saying I don't want to. I like drawing. It's more so like I'm tired of it being a thing that I do, but I don't like sitting and doing nothing. I like to do things. So it's like I'm tired of like, oh, I don't feel like drawing, and then it's like, well, I don't have any games that I want to play right now, and I don't know. I'm just running out of shit to do, and I try to look on the PlayStation Store if there's anything I'd want to buy, and there's not. You're not getting soup. Stop it. You're being naughty.
I
For
mean,
the
if I
sake
could
of
get
being
you
naughty.
the computer right now, I would just, like, get it all shipped to you and everything, and then be like, here you go, and then you can join in with us, but...
Well, that's impossible right now, so.
Unless we risk sending all the parts through the mail, which I don't
No,
think you'd
and
want to do.
no, and also there are places aren't here. I don't want to be like, put this computer together for me, please. It's not worth the money to send it, and it's just not worth it. But even then, there's like what, 2 games that I'd want to play with you and Nick, and I could only be able to play it with you and Nick. There's no games that like I want to sit down and play by myself.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd have a wider library. Like, if you family share with me, then you get, like,
Stop
a
it!
solid 800, 900 games.
The couch isn't your scratching post. You have an expensive one. Go use it. You're being naughty for the sake of being naughty. You're proving my point by scratching the sofa. You shit. Shut up.
I heard that.
She's backsassing me. You're not getting soup. No. No soup. I'll give you pets, but no soup. Let me take another look. Maybe there's something.
If you've looked through, you're not going to find anything.
Maybe. I don't
I mean, there's a
know.
lot of times where there's not really any game that I want to play despite the massive library. Like, or the opposite happens, where there's too many. And you get choice paralysis.
I lost my pen. I found it. Just want to kill myself.
I think being, like,
Jesus.
mildly depressed also might just be impeding your desire to do things.
Yeah, but I'm less depressed since Biden's president.
Yeah, but, like, you're still depressed, like, as a person.
Oh yeah, like I'm still very fucked up.
Yeah, like, it's not a matter of, like, I'm depressed because of vent. It's more just, like, you just have depression. So you might just be in a slump right now.
Yeah, TikTok, I'm in a slump. Fucking banning my one
Uh,
video.
Hi, random people. What's up?
Random people.
Like in the game,
Oh.
like random human beings, just kind of staring at the traveler, being like, "The fuck's happening?" Uh, well, apparently nothing. Nothing is happening. They're just statically pointing and looking at the sky like a bunch of fucking chickens.
They're excited. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I too am moderately excited about the video game. But, like, not as excited as these people that are like, you know what sounds sick? Staring into the literal sun.
Like, I'd even download the Final Fantasy Online if I knew how the fuck to do it.
Ow. I thought I
It
sent
just...
you the page to download the demo.
Yeah, but it's just, like, you have to, like, download it, insert your fucking ID. No. I want to just go into the fucking PlayStation Store and hit download the demo and play the demo.
I've been energized with quickness.
Gotta go fast.
Literally. I'm now glowing blue and very fast.
Let's look at new games that have come out. Little Hope was a weird game. I didn't like it.
Isn't that just the new, one by the people that made the game that we played that you were not, like, really big on, that had the Wendigos?
Yeah. They picked really bad actors this time.
I mean, not that the acting was ever amazing in any of those games.
That being said, though, the guy that they picked to play like Satan or whatever, good choice.
Wait, Satan?
Oh, I don't know. People are always like people that I didn't watch all the way through it, but everybody I was watching playing the game was like, I feel like that's the devil.
Is it the guy that, like, is narrating, basically?
Yeah.
That guy's my favorite, because it's
He
just a cool old
first
man.
off, his ass is great. He's got a good butt. And second off, yeah, he was like the only good redeeming character of that whole fucking thing.
He's just the guy sitting behind the desk that, like, says
Yeah, and
poetry,
everybody was
right?
like, yeah, and everybody's like, oh, he has to be Satan, big or a demon, and because it's like, there was one point where he was like, oh, I spoke with someone, a playwright in France in like the year 14 something, like ridiculous.
I mean, he
And
could also just be a muse, or, you know, he could be the Fates, like...
yeah, but there are like other things hinting towards like that's the devil.
Okay.
And yeah, like but I haven't watched all the way through to be like it is the devil or it isn't the devil. But there are like hints being like, yeah, that is 100% a demon.
I'm really
Or
tempted
Satan.
to make, like, a thing where either you and I play through the rest of those games, or I make Shepard. Because I feel like Shepard has slow enough reflexes and slow enough thought. Like, he's a smart boy, but
The characters would all die.
that's the thing, is, like, I kind of want to see if we could get, like, a worst end situation.
I don't want to pre-order anything. Get out of
My
here.
guy just fell, and it, like, fucked the camera for a second, and he's just stood there like, ugh.
Yeah, there's like legit nothing.
And Cyberpunk got pushed back a couple of months.
So it's
Well,
not gonna
not a
come
couple of
out
months, it came
until
up a month, like another month. So it's next
so
month.
it won't be out till Christmas.
No, like early December, but that's assuming they don't push it back again.
But it doesn't matter anyway because I can't play it on PS. I can't play it on the PS5 because I'm not gonna be able to get
It's
that.
available on PS4, and then it upgrades to PS5 if you buy it.
Fuck. Oh, cool. I just have to wait a couple months for that then.
And then whenever I get it on PC, it's like you'll have access to it on PC because I'll share my library with you.
Yeah, it just sucks because I won't be able to transfer shit over.
No, but I mean, it's a game where you're going to make like an attractive quote unquote person, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm either gonna make sure or Lind and no one and nothing in between. Unless I can have weird skin colors, then I'm totally making Nor.
I was watching Inuyasha and a character showed up that's Cheslind.
Mm-mm.
And it was like they just were like, yeah, everybody says that the demon is just a beautiful boy with red eyes. I'm like, alright. But then he had powers that would make Lind very uncomfortable. Oh, there's actually people now. Like, real humans that play the video game. I've entered an event space, I think. I like G Fuel, apparently.
I love how you're like, I'm not gonna play this for the stream, and playing it for the stream.
Oh, it's not like the thing for the stream, though. It's like there's an event happening. So I figured, like, the game is going to stop. Like, it will literally kick everyone out at, like, 10 o'clock. Because they're going to go down for 14 hours of maintenance. So I figured I'll come in, I'll hang out, I'll find out what's going on. And that's it.
Then you'll lose your Destiny privilege.
Lose my Destiny privilege for 14 hours. And then maybe check it out tomorrow when I wake up. Just to see what's new. And of course, everybody else is like, hey, let's go hang out at the event area, and I'm like, can I climb a tree? Okay. The tree rejects my humanity. Well, one guy got pretty far, but died. Oh, I fell. I'm okay. Man, it's really nice to just get to actually walk around the city, a place that you've been seeing since Destiny 1 and continually are not allowed to explore. Like, the closest we got was when we were thrown off the tower at the beginning of Destiny 2. And it's been years.
Do you have your toy? You have your toy?
Look at these fucking, like, privileged assholes up here. Just sitting back in their giant thrones, preparing their wine. Meanwhile, the rest of us are left to just sit around like weirdos. Waiting until the big fake moon decides to do something. Nice character. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty glad that I got, like, the weird armor because of the fact that I can't get the Callus one anymore because they're going to be removing the raid until they release it as, like, a temporary thing in the future. Because they're going to be rotating out raids. So the weird patterned armor is definitely something that I enjoy. And I don't know what we're waiting for. There is a quote-unquote event occurring, which is probably going to occur sometime within the next half hour. And just kill the game. Because after 10 o'clock, it just is gonna stop. It is not just me. Rachel's also here. She was yelling at her cat earlier. Because her cat wants soup, which is not an exaggeration. Pulling a Final Fantasy 14A. They've done that sort of thing before. I missed it last time because I was, like, fucking at work. And just didn't want to have my shit turned on.
I don't care if you play with your toys.
But,
That's why I bought you these toys. Do not play with them on the internet box.
The last time something happened in Destiny, a giant spaceship exploded in the sky and a piece of it knocked out a piece of the tower. So a lot of people were like a little underwhelmed, and I'm betting it's probably going to be a little underwhelmed again.
Of course it is.
Work is an appropriate place to be fucking, mate. Learn from Adam. Yeah, Adam's got... Here's the thing. I'm at home, whereas Adam was at the office. And... yeah. Many other problems associated with what Adam was doing as well. But at least he wasn't doing the Ryan thing. Man, Rooster Teeth's got some problems right now.
I don't know. I've taken like pictures of myself naked at work.
Well, the issue was more so that Adam was taking them and sending them to women, not his wife. But also that he was doing it at work, and so they were like, "Hey, that's just your cock out at work that you've just."
Well, here's the thing, though. Was it quick or was he taking his time? Because like mine are quick. You go in there, you're gonna pee, so you got like 3 minutes tops.
I'm assuming that it's probably similar to that, but also just it wasn't in the washroom.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that's your first problem. You do it in the bathroom.
It's like the bathroom's one thing. I'm not gonna tell people what to do in a washroom. Preferably not anything disgusting. But like that's an area where you get the genitals out anyway. Right?
Yeah, so it's prime picture taken.
But yeah, it's like Adam was like taking pictures of his dick while he was like in the cubicles at work.
That's a problem, yeah. I would have a problem with that.
And again, also not necessarily towards the significant other.
That's also a problem.
It's like that's the thing. It's like that's not a fireable offense, but it is like, hey, don't do that. Meanwhile, one of the Rooster Teeth guys got in trouble because he was sending pictures and like soliciting things from not necessarily underage girls, but like questionably young plus fans.
Here's the thing, though. If I was an owner of a business and I found out that, like, while at work you were cheating on your spouse, I'd fire you. I wouldn't fire you because of that, but I would make sure to find a reason
it's like I don't think that you can fire somebody for that.
Yeah, but like me discovering that would be like, well, now I have to find a reason. Even if you're a good worker, it's like I'm going to get rid of you. Fuck you. The world will know that you were a tool. My throat hurts really bad.
Well, that's not good.
I know. Especially because 6 people at work have COVID.
Yeah, that's why that's not good.
Yeah. They're not making any of us getting tested, so I'm like, fuck it.
I don't think...
Fuck it. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys for... At the minimum, the moment we have one person that has COVID, they should have shut us down for 2 weeks.
As long as you weren't using the workplace to cheat, none of my business, basically.
Like, they should have shut the place down for 2 weeks, have everybody get tested. Once everybody was okay, bring us all back. Because here's the thing. I work at a car dealership, and the one guy who had it was a fucking mechanic. So now every car he's worked on, and his wife works there too, and she's a salesperson, so every person she's worked with probably has it. And she's still there. She's like, well, I tested negative. It's like, you live with him, though. Like, so, I don't know, it's stupid.
If the moon cracks open and Travis Scott drops out and starts singing Ill Flip, I don't know who that is. I assume a musician, given you said singing. Is he the Fortnite man? Because there were like 6 other ones.
What was the name?
Travis Scott.
I think that's a Fortnite guy.
It's probably a Fortnite man. He did an online concert on Fortnite. Yeah, it's not gonna be something exceptional. Like, I'm only here because of the fact that I was like, I planned on streaming anyway, and so I might as well get a recording just to drop and be like, hey, here's a really boring video to go up on YouTube that nobody will watch. Alongside all the other really boring videos that nobody will watch. Also, I'm just hoping that my controller doesn't, like, fuck up really bad.
I mean, you could be like me and your one post that you did on TikTok was too lewd, so they, like, deleted it and now you have a strike against you.
One of the only videos that I have that has a ton of video views on it is like an intentional clickbait test where I was seeing if you add like shitty stuff to your title and thumbnail, if you could accrue a lot of views, and it's like, turns out the answer is yes, who would have guessed? But I don't feel good doing that.
Everybody does clickbait.
No, but I don't like to.
That's how you get
And
views,
also, a lot
man.
of the people I watch don't do that. TikTok scares me, too many underage bitches on there.
Well, here's the thing. I was just like, oh, that's where I can post the stuff that I can't post to Twitter because my Twitter followers don't want to see me drawing like Aizawa from My Hero Academia in a suit, right? So I had more followers on TikTok than I do on my Twitter. And then one day I posted him shirtless. I drew him without a fucking shirt. Somebody reported me for sexual content. And I'm just like, there are people with their actual titties out. Like, actual titties. You can see full nip. Or, like, guys in just their boxers, and you're gonna put a strike against me for drawing a fictional character with no shirt on? Okay.
I
Whatever.
have no idea why. But you saying, like, you're gonna put a strike against me just makes me think of the, like, oh, you're approaching me? Like the Dio thing? I don't know why.
I was ready to fight.
There is definitely worse on that website.
Oh, 100%. Like I said, there's actual people there with their titties out. Freaking, there was a YouTuber who posted a video of her in the bath and she was fully naked. And it took forever for that to get taken down. And I was just like, what the hell? And I didn't even know it got taken down. Someone that follows me that has like 300,000 viewers or subscribers or whatever the fuck, followers, messaged me and she was like, I was gonna duet your video and it's gone. And I'm like, what? I didn't delete it. And then I looked and I'm like, oh, cool. Well, that's nifty. And so I just went, I guess I'm not gonna use TikTok anymore because I can only draw porn, I guess. It's like, TikTok's dumb. Fuck TikTok.
I mean, I agree, but for other reasons.
But hey, Biden's our president now. Everything's good.
In theory.
In theory, they're taking their damn ass sweet fucking time getting the paperwork going just because it's like pulling a toddler out of a Chuck E. fucking cheese with Trump. Fucking dipshit. My parents still refuse to speak to me.
I love the immaturity of these things.
Right? Like, here's the thing. Like, if Trump got elected, I wouldn't treat my parents any differently. It's like, whatever, you voted for Trump, I don't care. Cool, my guy lost. But here's the thing, like, anytime, like, something bad happens to me, they're always like, everything happens for the reason, it's in God's plan. And the moment this happens, I'm like, well, everything happens for a reason, it's in God's plan. They're just like, well, I think it's wrong. I'm like, alright, whatever.
It's all part of the plan, except for when it's not part of my particular desires.
Yeah.
My wants and needs outweigh everybody else's, don't you know?
It's like, alright, you're right, I'm wrong, shut up, got it. Dipshits. I shouldn't be saying that about my own parents, but like,
You
fuck.
definitely can. I understand that you were raised in this weird way where it's like, I have to respect them, they are my parents, but it's like, people don't just get disowned by their parents, other people disown their parents.
Yeah, but until I'm like financially stable enough to no longer need their money, I'm gonna keep them in my back pocket.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like, it's one of those things where you definitely have the mentality of just being like, no, I shouldn't treat them badly. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't, but sometimes they're just gonna keep treating you badly.
Oh, it's fine.
Also, I'm mad.
At me?
No.
Well, then I
But
don't care.
I
I'm
might
just
take
kidding.
like 2 seconds to run and pee, but I don't know if I'm gonna miss anything if I leave. It's probably not gonna happen until like 10 minutes before the kickout
You
time.
literally have a bathroom right there.
I know. But
Run and fucking pee.
alright, I'm gonna run and pee, but just before I do, guess what
No, go pee
guess
now
what
and then
shipped
tell
to
me when you get
pasta?
back. Go pee now and tell me when you get back.
God, it's Warhammer, but I did
Go pee now.
literally moving away from the microphone as we speak.
You can still hear me, which means you haven't taken your headset off. Dipshit. If anyone is saying anything in chat, I'm not in chat, so I can't see it, so I apologize.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
But yeah, Pasta got his Indominus box mailed out.
Oh, so you should be getting yours soon.
That is the hope. That is the will, anyway.
I might have called you a dipshit.
I had assumed you did. To be honest, I just always assume that everybody thinks that I'm just an idiot.
No, I don't think you're an idiot. You're one of the smartest people I know.
We're gonna we're gonna do something really stupid right now.
Okay.
This is a fucking throwback.
Do I need to be in
No,
the chat?
you don't
Okay.
need to, but it's definitely a throwback. I'm waiting for this
narrate?
Destiny shit, and ergo, I have decided I am going to bring up the Binding of Isaac as just its own tab on the stream. Extremely A+ content. This is what I did for Demon Souls, and this will happen again. We're just gonna go with the standard Isaac. Love doing stuff like this. It's always really goofy. Also, like, you guys would still be able to see shit anyway, so who cares? Brother might be able to cop a PS5 for launch, so I'm gonna go to Oakville and steal it to play Demon Souls Remake. I'm so upset about what that game looks like, but I heard that they didn't fix any of the stuff about how jank the game is, aside from giving it 8-directional rolling, which every other Souls game has anyway.
Here you go. See, it's still gonna be shitty. It's just gonna be pretty shitty.
They did say that they are fixing some bugs though, so I don't think that you can item dupe anymore, which is probably for the best, but I'm sure someone will figure out a way to do it. But man, like, the designs, just like, some of the stuff looks great, and some of it just is like, why do you do this to my child?
Knock it off! That is not for you to play with.
But yeah, I have like no hopes of getting
No.
either a PS5, a 3080, or the Primaris Space Marine Intercessor 8-inch figure that I ordered and is now mysteriously absentee. So, you know, like, there's just 3 things that I'm assuming are just going to be sold out for the longest time. But what I am looking forward to is November 27th, when Creature Caster opens up sales for the Canuck Mara model again, and I can buy a several-inch tall conglomeration of screaming faces stapled to the mutated body of a moose, goose, and beaver all merged together. I don't remember what this eye is. Bloody friend. Ah.
I'm sending you something on the Skype's.
I guess this could be a worse ability, but it's not ideal because it just kind of rotates and does its own thing.
There's a stink bug trapped underneath that glass.
Lovely. I'll have to look at that in a second.
I don't like squish, and I know people are like, oh, put paper towel and pick it up. I refuse, so I
That
just
cat
trapped...
is gonna knock that right over.
No, it's been there all day. She hasn't touched it. Probably because it's fine. But so the stink bug that was in my bedroom had finally escaped into the living room. But I'm still scared to go into the bedroom. So once again, I'm sleeping out in the living room tonight. Now just to make sure that it doesn't escape that glass. Because there was 1 stink bug, and now there's 2. That's the second one that I have kidnapped. There is yet another stink bug trapped under a glass in this apartment.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that they're probably getting in from somewhere.
It's that 1-inch gap in my door. Remember that? How my door's just at a tilt in the door frame, so there's just a 1-inch fucking gap.
That was some dumb damage.
Or like
yeah.
a finger can slip inside and unlock the door. Yeah. So that's where it's
Why
all
is
the bugs.
like your apartment so jank?
Because I live in the ghetto. Tyler.
But like, it's not even like an ugly-looking apartment.
No, it's like, well, in person, it's you look close. It's like, but I don't know. Yeah, it's just maintenance doesn't give a shit. I've complained about the door, and they're like, oh well, it's the wood, like, because it's getting hot and cold and hot and cold, and it's like expanding and whatever. And I'm like, that's great, but like, oh, literally all you have to come in is put new hinges on the door, put it in correctly, and bam, my door's fixed. Like, well, is it shutting and locking? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, then we don't care. Like, well, whatever.
Hey, so I just wanted to let you know that every night around like, 3 in the morning, a face just moves up against my door and peers inside the 1-inch gap. Yeah, but like, is he trying to get in? No, it's just like Resident Evil eyes into my house every now and then. That's fine. He's just around. I'm sorry, are you trying to say that this is a feature of my apartment? Yeah.
Oh, something else that's really scary. So, I live on the first floor, but there is a basement floor. Like, when you walk into the first little room. Yeah, people live in the basement.
Okay.
When you, oh shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Fuck the chinchilla, that scared me.
Oh my god.
I
can't tell what it is.
I've been watching The Haunting on
baby.
Hill House all day, so like my fucking nerves are skyrocketed. But when you walk into the apartment, it's like there's like there's like a first platform, and there's like a set of 3 steps that go up, and then a set of 10 stairs that go down. I live up the first 3 steps, so it's like it's the first floor, but it's not ground level, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then underneath, there's just like, I've never gone to the basement, ever.
Okay.
I don't know what's down there. I don't know if everybody has a washing and dryer, like a washing machine and dryer in their apartment, or if it's just me. I don't know. I don't know if like, I don't know. I've seen people like go down there and come, and I've heard them come out of there, but
You're acting like this is like some cursed shit.
It is. Well, here's the story I'm getting to. So I get inside and I always make sure that the door is like shut because it automatically locks behind you. So I always pull it shut because I don't trust the homeless people that live around here, right? And I just was like standing there putting my keys in my purse, and then I look down the stairs and there's a door right at the end of the stairs. The door just opens.
And
I'm like,
good.
and I'm like, oh, maybe someone's gonna be coming inside. Like maybe someone's gonna be, and I try to step out of the way because COVID.
Oh, fuck me.
So it's like I try to go. No one. It's just The door opens, it's just a dark ass room.
What did the homeless do to make not trust them?
Homeless people here are...
It's Rochester, New York.
Yeah, they got drugs and...
Also, not homeless, but like one guy that did live near her one time did just like break down her door in like a fucking heroin fit or whatever. Meth man, yeah.
Yeah, and then I had to hold him at gunpoint. So that was fun.
Okay, so we're gonna take a big risk by not knowing what the fuck we're picking. Maw of the Void, okay. Dark okay. Just 2 completely fine upgrades. Also, Pasta, I don't remember if you were around for the Demon Souls era, but welcome back to how I beat King Alan.
I 100% think that... I don't think this apartment's haunted. I think this apartment's just
really
old
stupid
and not
damage.
taken care of.
I would say that I would venture a guess that most things are not haunted.
I still think the old one I lived in
How'd you
was the
beat
one
King
in...
Alan? So I had played a full pure caster build, and then I got to the end of the game and remembered, right, King Alant is immune almost to magic damage. So I couldn't hurt him. So I just got a bunch of poison arrows, and then I loaded up the Binding of Isaac and played the Binding of Isaac as I let the poison damage kill the boss in Demon Souls for me. And so now, while we wait for whatever this event that Destiny has that's gonna happen,
I want it to be a single firework that shoots up that just says bye-bye, and then everybody gets kicked off.
I'd love that.
That's all I want.
I'm not gonna lie, I would love that.
I want it to be something just so asinine and everybody's like, what?
Well, last time it was basically that, where it was like a spaceship exploded in the sky and then a thing crashed into the tower and everybody went, that's it? And I'm kind of like in for that right now. Like, I'm getting this weird ass type of content out of it, so I'm fine. But yeah, I'm a big fan of picture-in-picture streams, so here we are. I really should have picked up, or not picked up rather, this horrible trinket that I have got that has now made my shots the worst things of all time.
That's not how your sleeping bag is supposed to be used.
Don't tell a cat how to use their sleeping bag.
She's burrowing underneath the whole sleeping bag instead of going inside the hole. Baby, that's not how it works, you silly bean. You're so cute. I love you.
I was like, wait, did everybody leave and I'm like here alone and it's just like, nope, they're all just still here. Oh. I thought there was something happening, but instead it was the world went green for a second. Nope, so we're still waiting. Sounds like you guys had more fun in the last hour and 30 minutes I had, which was filling out benefit enrollment health insurance, which, not like being American on Maine, but fucking sucks. Like, even sucks just to set it up. So freaking confusing. How do people do this without being radicalized? Anytime I hear about your healthcare system, I literally just, like, my brain just kind of turns off a little bit because it's so confusing to a Canadian. And I don't understand how Americans can live next to Canada and go, we can't do it, it's socialism. It's like, what are you, fucking high?
Wanna know what's really, really fucking funny? So my parents, and a lot of Trump supporters since Biden since Biden got elected, a lot of people like, we're gonna move to Canada, and everybody's like, well, you know that Canada's just what we want to be, right?
But it's actually, if you move to Canada, you will be more unhappy because every single thing that you don't want is what is happening.
Exactly. Also, yeah, no,
Man,
American
I haven't seen
healthcare.
Technology in years.
American healthcare is completely and utterly shit. Like, When I got my IUD in, because originally when she ran it, like to like, because I always have to pay a deductible. Originally he was just like, oh, okay, so your appointment went well, blah blah blah, cool beans. So it's gonna be $2,600 just to put a piece of plastic in my vagina, and I'm like, I have insurance. She went, oh, that's right. I'm
Also,
like, please.
yeah, the lack of indigenous suppression would be nice. Fuck that, just pull out, mate. I mean, maybe if you're in the US, but... I mean, I think IUDs still cost money up here, but it's, like, significantly cheaper.
Yeah, but my health insurance covered most of it, so it only cost $100.
Yeah, I know that you were, like, on health insurance at the time. I didn't need a range up. I should have totally re-rolled that. I'm a fucking idiot. Stairs are cheaper, dude. Just a quick push and poof, baby gone.
No, I'll pass. Don't want to do that.
But no, like, I think that it's just a cheaper thing in Canada. Like, all of it is. Like,
everything, birth control period is cheaper in Canada than it is in
yeah. Right.
the US.
Do I hate this room? Yep, that's why I hate this
You guys also, at least because I have a lot of followers from
Canada
and England. I have like a shit ton from
England's
England.
got some issues with the NHS, but at least they have the NHS.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, for like segue, like weird segue. I just have so many of my my England followers that are starting to follow me on Twitter are also just the biggest furries. So like, I'm like, okay, maybe it's something in the water. I don't know.
What's
But,
NHS? National Health Services.
But they're just, all of them are surprised when I talk about the fact that, like, just everything up here costs so much. Like, when I went to get when my mom had to go get, because they thought she had the cancer lump in her tit, and it was just like, oh no, it's just a cyst, it'll go away on its own. When she just went to go get that looked at, even with like a copay, it was like, yeah, that's $300.
Yeah, see up here, the one that I would be advocating for is dental coverage. It's not covered under health, so like,
Yeah.
you should cover dental just like you would any other medical care, in my opinion. In my opinion.
But you can get dental insurance though, right? Like,
Yeah, I have
private,
dental
like,
through
yeah.
my work, but it's like up to
yeah.
$2,000, which is like 2 fucked teeth. Does that mean you're gonna start doing furry porn? That implies she hasn't been doing furry porn.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have birth control, you can at least get an abortion easily, I assume. Depends on...
No, not anymore.
No, here.
Oh, in Canada, yeah. In the US, no. Ever since they were just like, a lot of Planned Parenthoods have been getting fucked up.
Oh man, all I can think of right now is, because I recently watched the Borat movie when they go in on that, and that was really good.
Which makes me so mad, because here's the thing. I have an OBGYN, cool, whatever, but if it's like something as an emergency, like I have had in the past, and it's like I need to get to someone now, I'd go to Planned Parenthood. It's like, when like, but like, before you and I were dating and I was like a slut, I would go get, I was. I'd go get,
I wouldn't say you were a slut.
I fucked a lot though.
Yeah, but having a lot of sex
partners.
and being a slut is a different thing.
I had a lot of sexual partners. I'd always go to the Planned Parenthood to get a
slut pride.
A test. You know, it's like I always did, and now everybody's just like, "Oh, go to Planned Parenthood." Like my parents, when they found that I was going to Planned Parenthood, they're getting abortions, and I'm like, no. Literally just going to make sure I'm not dying. Or like, there was the one time where my period, I had it for I think 3 months straight, and I'm like, this isn't normal.
That's abnormal.
And my OBGYN, she couldn't get me in time, so I went to Planned Parenthood, and they were like, that's where I found out, like, you have PCOS and your body's fucked. I'm like, oh, cool. Perfect.
Awesome. Good to know my body sucks. Big ups to my body.
Big ups to the body, yay. They also do stuff for guys though too. You can get like prostate exams there.
Yeah.
I know they do the thing. What is it? There's a term, but if you're like, I feel a lump in my balls, they
Yeah,
can like go and
they're
you
checking
can
for
get it.
cancer.
Yeah, and so the fact that everybody's just like, it's only for no, it's like it is affordable. It's affordable health care for your genitals and your titties, because that's where when I felt the lump in my tit, I went there because like I need to know it now. And they had the thingy where they sandwich your tits between two fucking metal slabs.
That is definitely a thing people need to have checked, yeah.
Be lucky you don't have tits.
I mean, men still get
Well,
breast cancer.
I know. I'm just saying.
Ooh, battery. Okay.
Do they test for men the same way they do women, where they compress the titty between the two?
I mean, you don't usually have to do that because most men don't have boobs. They're not as
Well,
fat
that's what
as
I'm
I
saying.
am.
So how do they do the? Because
You
that's
just feel
where,
it.
That's fair. Then why the fuck do we have to get our tits squished?
Because you have them.
No, if I can pick between you just
No, no,
feeling
no, no,
it.
no, 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 no. Ours, for a normal man, is basically flat, right? So there's just ways that you can compress the tissue to tell. Whereas for women, there's a lot more mass there, so it's easier to do that, and then you're testing the entirety of the mass. I'm assuming if you're a completely flat woman, it works with the same strats.
That's fair. It's probably easier to fill the lump in the nothing than fill the lump into something.
To feel the lump in the nothing. There's something I found on my body. I probably should tell my doctor about pain showing my PP to anyone. Please go see a doctor. If you think that there is a possibility that it could be a negative, do so. I've had many lumps where I've just been like, hey doc, is this bad? And the one time that they did look at it, they're like, yeah, it's like not cancer, but it is like a benign like growth of tissue, so you know, like keep that in mind.
What's
But
another thing on your foot?
yeah, it was the weird thing on my foot. But like I have other ones similar to that. Like I have, dude, I'm getting fucking shit rocked in this game right now. I have like a giant ass mole behind my ear, and everybody was like, "Are you sure it's not cancerous?" And it's like, dude, I've had that since I was like 2. Like if it's cancerous, I'm like a zombie. But like, yeah, if you've got shit on you, like at least tell a doctor.
Yeah, and they'll be able to tell you if it's like...
If your dick got lumps, that ain't right. Seek a medical professional. Like TMI sort of thing, but like my dick definitely has lumps that are completely considered okay.
No, yours doesn't have lumps. A lump is
They're
different
weird,
from
they're
what...
weird bump things, yeah.
You have you have a textured dick.
Makes it sound like I'm a cat. Don't say that.
It is, though! The very, very tip of your dick is textured, and that's fine.
Giant mole on my shoulder. My mom keeps telling me, ask my doctor about it, maybe one day if it starts acting up. Yeah, cat boy annoyed. Don't ever say that to me.
Really, as long if you have like a lump on your body, because like I'll have random moles
Ooh,
show
I'm
up,
gonna fucking die.
or like random freckles show up, and it's like it's worrisome at first, but really as long as they don't start to shape weird, get bumpy, and hurt, you're fine. Usually. Because, like, I had the weird birthmark on my hip that I was super worried about. I'm like, well, it's disfigured. And the doctor's like, well, that's because you're fat. Yeah. I'm like, fair point. All right.
3
Cool.
minutes, by the way? Until what?
10 o'clock.
Oh, like whenever they, like, are gonna kill it.
That's what I hope it's
If-
just a firework that says
If
bye-bye.
if it's even that. Maybe it's just like, hey, you got to, like, stand in this pretty area.
Also might be it, yeah.
I don't know. Again, I'm cool with this. This is like
Or
silly
maybe
ass
the
content.
sky turning green was...
No, it's been doing that off and on. It's been like fucking with me. Oh, yep, there it is. Screen went black. Error. Yeah, I just got kicked. Removed from Game World. So I think I'm just gonna miss it.
or that was, or like you said, that was it.
No, I think that was just me getting kicked. Error. Oh wait, that's not the event. As that happened, my browser encountered an error while decoding the video. Error 3000. Amazing. Yeah, I imagine this is probably going to be a thing that could happen. It's just, I just don't see the things. Rami's freaking the fuck out on Twitter right now, which is also very good.
About what?
Rami is a huge Destiny fan. He's the guy that, like, his company made Nuclear Throne.
I get really mad whenever people ask me, they're like, about my Cade tattoo. They say is some stupid character from DC, and I'm like, no.
Is this a DC character? No.
Every fucking day. Like, they say an actual name, I just don't know who it is. I can't, it's just, it's like, I'm like,
Oh,
it's
hold on.
Cade.
It's talking.
Be an escalation.
This will not be the end. Be an escalation. Hey, is everybody okay here? Oh, I got kicked again! Attention, contacting Destiny 2 servers. Oh wait, no, it's not. I didn't get kicked. It's the event. It just made the same sound. It literally baited me. Yo! The planets are going. They're getting swallowed by eldritch shit. Look at this.
Well, that's kind of a cool way of them getting rid of some of the planets.
They cut to the map screen with a vague threat. I wouldn't be surprised if I get booted now, because there is probably just too many people on. Or if that's just it. That could just be they just kill the servers there with the light happening at the end.
I like the idea of that's how they get rid of some of the planets. It's just Eldritch Horror comes and eats them.
That's pretty much what happened. The pyramids showed up, and then the darkness encroached on the planets, and they didn't. It's kind of a shame they didn't have missions for it. But the lore tabs say that the planets were like fucked over really bad. So, like, I think 2 of the 3 people they introduced in the games are dead.
Oh wow.
I think the only one that's left is Anna, because Anna's like necessary at this point, because she's the one that's like in communication with Rasputin, the satellite that's been helping us since Destiny 1. Yeah, I think it's probably just the servers are just dead now, given that it's contacting Destiny servers. So yeah, I guess we just did get Final Fantasy. I was definitely whelmed. Yeah, exactly, right? Eaten by a giant space whale. So that was actually the first expansion. Where like the server basically, god damn it, Bungie. Yeah, they Final Fantasy 14'd. That's what it is. It is what it is. I just love the fact that I got booted out right as that happened.
Probably because everybody was logging on.
I wonder if there was more to it than that. I really do.
I doubt it.
We just black screened now? Seems like you came back in the middle of a monologue or some shit. I don't know. That's entirely possible. We are just completely black screened right now.
Probably means leave the game, I'm assuming.
How long do I stare at this black screen? Is this the darkness? Did I lose Destiny? Same. I got an error at the last minute. I don't know, man. It's true comedy, really. I'm just at a black screen now. I love all of these comments on this. And it's just like, this was better than a small event. And I'm like, that was a small event. Like, what? See, here's the thing. Usually Destiny just kicks me. It's saying skip right now. Like, am I not seeing something? Because, just says skip, mate. I just saw an extremely Rachel thing as I was looking at Twitter for Destiny comments, which is just a sad woman looking at a stripper who has her ass up in the air in like a skimpy outfit, and it just says, me, depressed as fuck, all the things I normally love to do.
Mm.
And she just doesn't care about the stripper being there at all. Oh. Okay, yep, so we just got kicked back. So I'm wondering if I missed some more to that, but I did see the shit. Link, lol, I'm not gonna link you that right now.
Who's all in chat right now?
It's just Pasta and coworker, Ezekiel.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I got booted back. I wonder if I can still go to it or not, or if it's gone. Hello. Okay, well, never mind. Error, cannot connect to Destiny 2 servers. There we go. The darkness has swallowed 3 planets, and as of tomorrow, a 14-hour patch will change the game, and I will be able to have a wizard staff. Also, I get to post a video that's like an hour long, where like half of the hour is me playing The Binding of Isaac over Destiny, which is pretty good. One of these days, I'll just be friends/easy. In fairness, it takes a long time for people to be considered friends to me. Like, Nick is like just kind of a friend after knowing him for like 7 years. And that's mostly just due to the fact that I'm like really bad at socializing with other human beings. And also the fact that it's incredibly difficult to form any meaningful bonds with people.
Not me.
It was very difficult to form an emotional bond with you.
Wow.
You were extremely annoying for about 1.5 years.
Wow.
That wasn't to say that you weren't one of the people I enjoyed talking to the most, but like some of the behaviors that you had when you were like 19 made me sit there and go like,
I mean, same to you, dick.
excuses. I mean, yeah, I am like a huge asshole. Ezekiel, when is it that you want to start doing the like podcasty thing that you wanted to do? I'm sorry, there's like a... Hold on, we're gonna steal Rami's shit here for a second. I'm also gonna have to fix this. Remove Destiny 2. Re-enable this. So we can get it to work and fit. Browser view. Let's just see if I missed anything from Rami's perspective. Once I take my leave of absence, just gotta make it through another 2 weeks of another meeting with my doctor. I wonder what they're gonna do to me when you do that. Because
They're not going to make you change shifts because you're the only person who does nights.
well, I'm not the only person, but the other lady that does night stuff as well had her hours fucked with, and I have to cover one of her shifts next week, so that's fun. Which means I work a 5-day shift next week.
Yeah, but you're still doing nights, right?
Hopefully that means that they pay me overtime, because that means that I am going to go overtime about 6 hours. Because that will be a 50-hour week. Did we miss anything? Oh yeah, okay, so we did come through partway into a dialogue, so here we go. We'll watch Rami's thing of it.
Something is coming. I can feel it.
Seems like it's just mostly quiet and then interspersed with dialogue every now and then from Eris
It is
Morn.
drawing power. Could it be enough to drive the darkness away from us?
I would love it if we
The fire team has returned to the city.
open up
Even the
tomorrow
hunters. They're with the people, keeping them safe.
and just
Last
like
time this
half the
happened,
city's just fucked.
The world. condemned. I'm not worried. I'm not.
Because, yeah, as they did say, the last time that the Traveler tried to heal itself, it did literally end the world. Is this from the game or a YouTube video? It's a Twitter video.
It will be an
Because
escalation.
Rami is dedicated enough to have somehow got lucky and got this. Oh man, look at how crunchy it's getting. And then I'm assuming when it goes black there is when